Coffee was an early arriver, with John Smith claiming the credit, presumably after discovering coffee in Turkey. It did not win a big following as the Jamestown settlers struggled just to survive. Beer could be brewed locally and was the drink of choice. Given the Dutch smuggling coffee beans to Java, coffee followed the founding of New Amsterdam sometime in the mid 1600s. After the British takeover, New Yorkers added sugar or honey and cinnamon to their coffee. There was no evidence of coffee on the Mayflower, but coffee arrived later. Like English counterparts, taverns and coffee houses served multiple drinks, including booze, coffee, tea, and chocolate. The first coffee house in Boston was the London Coffee House, opened in 1689, possibly generating spirited spiritual conversations. Boston's revolutionary aversion to tea had to wait for the 1770s. American love of coffee continued to grow, especially after coffee grinders became available for household use in the 1850s. By the Civil War, coffee became a staple ration, some 36 pounds issued annually to each Union soldier. Because the water had to be heated, coffee was a relatively safe drink, important in a war where more soldiers died of disease than in battle. Initially a Parisian invention, James Nason patented the first coffee percolator in the U.S. in 1865. The Civil War was over and Northern industry expanded. This machine was still fairly primitive. Hanson Goodrich patented the modern version in 1889. The water was placed at the bottom near the heat source, ground coffee in a basket above. Hot water went up a vertical tube to the coffee basket on top, then dripped down through the coffee grounds into the hot water. Electric percolators were invented a couple of decades later. Gold in California meant thousands of prospective miners dropped off in San Francisco. One of them was James Folger. While his brothers went to the mines, James got a job with Pioneer Steam Coffee and Spice Mills. After post-Civil War bankruptcy, Folger reorganized the company as J.A. Folger. He went after Central American mountain-grown beans as tastier. The company expanded beyond California into the major American brand. R.W. and Austin Hill sailed to California to sell coffee and other products. R.W. developed vacuum packing, and Hill's Brothers was founded in 1878. Wholesale grocer Joel Cheek created Maxwell House in 1884, named for a Nashville hotel. Swiss company Nestle began with condensed milk in 1866. The company developed a coffee brand in 1930 when Brazil had coffee surpluses. Nescafé was introduced in 1938. Hawaii was the 50th state, and coffee is grown on the Kona region of the Big Island of Hawaii, some 3,000 acres. The original beans were planted on Oahu in 1813, near the early sugar plantations. Coffee flourished when moved to the Big Island. Of course, this small production level means it must be gourmet coffee. Connoisseurs claimed a distinct flavor with smooth body, low acidity, and a bit of nuttiness. It's Folgers at home and Starbucks in town. Of course, lots more brands and cafes. These are the favorites. But there are more considerations, particularly decaffeinated coffee and K-Cups. The first American decaf was Sanka, which was European with the name based on the French for without caffeine. It is now owned by Kraft Heinz. K-Cups were a latecomer developed by Keurig in Massachusetts and launched in 1998. Chocolate drinks have been around for over 4,000 years, just not in Europe. Cacao was a New World plant. The Olmec in Mesoamerica was the first group known to turn the bean into a drink. It's on to the New World and the mysteries of chocolate next time on Food History and Mystery.